Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. This is Novawar.
And MaximusBlack.
And we're bringing you another normal game sent in by the fans of Replays.LifesAGlitchTV at gmail.com. Mr. MaximusBlack?
Yes, sir.
Oh, this is a tough one. Oh, shit. Alright, I'm going to ask you for two noises.
No, one.
No, it's going to be a combo one. Alright? First, hit me up with the sound of how excited you were as a kid when the recess bell rang. Okay? Like, think elementary school when that recess bell went.
Yep.
And then I want you to immediately follow it up with the sound of a white guy trying to act black.
Hey, what's up, homie? What's cracking, motherfucker? You know, me and my girls are... I get hoes, bitch. Player.
Great.
Thanks.
That's good.
Thanks.
It's good combo noise. Down here in the bottom left-hand position, we are looking at TheDarkLight. As opposed to the Dark Knight, I suppose. And up here in the top left, we're looking at Recess.
Nice.
Great cartoon, also.
I do remember that. It was a good cartoon.
Solid cartoon. But damn it, back in elementary school, recess was... You didn't even care about lunch. You just wanted recess.
It was all about recess. And it was only like 15 minutes,
No,
too.
literally, 15 minutes.
Yeah.
Think about that. You can't accomplish shit all in 15 minutes, but you were so damn happy. You had just opened up your fucking granola bar package, and that shit was over.
Straight up, I remember recess. I used to go out to my little lockers or cubbies, remember that shit?
Oh, yeah.
Winter time, I'd have to go over to there, put on my boots, fucking buckle all that shit up, get my coat on, button all that up, put my snow pants, walk outside, hear the bell, and walk right back in.
Yeah, that was
That's pretty much, I used to be as excited as a pig in shit.
Canadian recess at wintertime.
I would literally be a pig in shit happy.
Exactly.
Once that bell rang.
And it was, and you wonder why it was a hard thing to get kids to actually put on their snow gear when it was wintertime, because we knew that if we actually spent the time and effort to put on those snow pants, to put on those extra thick wool socks, to put them in those boots, to lace those boots.
Extra thick, man. I was ghetto as shit. My mom used to put Sobeys bags in my ass boots, and I used to sit in there and I used to go get Sobeys bags.
Sobeys bags?
Yeah, man. You never had that shit?
Well, to keep them
Well, you're
dry,
white anyway.
to keep
Your parents,
dry.
your parents used to give you all kinds of shit.
No, I just got like wool socks.
Yeah, see, I didn't get wool socks. All right, I had some cheap ass boots that I wore for like 3 years straight. Had holes in the side, and the only way I could keep the cold or the water from underneath them is to have some Sobeys ass bags in there. I'd put the Sobeys bag in, I'd put my feet in the Sobeys bags, and I'd be walking, and then if you look down at my ankles, you'd see the fucking Sobeys bag flaps out from underneath my pants. Sometimes I had to double bag that shit, kind of like you do in groceries. You know, when you get some 2-liter pop, you put it in a...
You don't want it to tear. You don't want
the shit to tear. It'd be bad news. My feet would be freezing.
Double
socks.
bag
Come on
then.
now, don't give me that. That's like me wearing turtlenecks. That shit doesn't fly.
One thing I never wore was a turtle. Actually, no. When I was a kid, you know, you had the unfortunate reality of your parents trying to make you wear a turtleneck.
Yeah, it's bad.
I got it as soon as I realized what was happening.
The only time, I'm not going to lie here, folks, okay? I'm a big fan of the Backstreet Boys. Big ass fan.
Kevin needs to step the fuck off, and Brian needs to step the fuck off at turtlenecks.
Alright? But they used to kill dem turtleneck. I remember winter, specifically, it was like a Much Music thing.
What was it, the Millennium album, where they had turtlenecks?
They were making turtlenecks cool as shit, right? But they were never cool as shit.
No.
So I actually got a turtleneck because I was such a big Backstreet Boys fan. I remember being in a room, you know, getting ready for school, you know, you're buttoning yourself up, you're looking in the mirror,
Absolutely.
You're kind of doing like your poses and stuff, like, oh yeah, the girls are going to be digging this. And then I put on a turtleneck, and I actually said, fuck, no.
Nobody looks good in a turtleneck!
No, I don't care how much I love Backstreet Boys. That Millennium CD was godlike, but I can tell you right now, the turtleneck's not my thing.
Not even the Backstreet Boys could actually make turtlenecks cool.
I don't think Psy doing Gundam Style, Gundam Style, or whatever the hell it is,
Gangnam Style
in a turtleneck would make that shit cool.
No.
Well, actually, he might be able to pull that off. He might make it cool.
Yeah, a lot of K-pop people actually wear turtlenecks, and it's kind of foolish. It's a thing. They really enjoy their turtlenecks.
I bet you there's like one guy at home watching this right now. He's got an entire wardrobe of turtlenecks, and he's just like in his room right now, crying, grabbing them off the frickin' racks, throwing them around.
What is okay? Starcraft is happening here for a brief second. We just saw the Warp Prism with two more, with two Zealots fly up the map. Two more Zealots were warped in at a proxy pylon, picked up by the Warp Prism, and now the Warp Prism is going over to the mineral line. I kind of like that shit.
This is a 5-gate all-in, and I do usually a 4-gate Warp Prism all-in. And it works really, really well against a Terran that's expanding. He does have 3 racks, though, so it is going to be a bit tough for him. All the units are actually down this way, so he's going to be able to kill quite a bit. If he goes after
that's what he should be going after
all the
right
tech
now.
Here, the
Why
add-ons.
is that not lifted off yet?
Interesting that he didn't do a
Buying
warp.
some time, but too much time.
Very interesting he didn't warp in a bunch of stalkers in a sentry here to block this off and kill everything in here. I mean, that's what you do, right? All of his units are down here. He's preparing for an attack up front.
You block it off.
You warp in a sentry or 2 of them if need be. Actually, what I do is, this pylon that he had here is what I do, but I usually proxy the robo as well, so the warp prism is a bit closer. I will actually build... That's going down.
Oh,
that sucks. Oh, wow. He's
doing damage.
He's doing... That's game over.
Despite the lack of sentries, this shit is kicking some ass, and that's game over.
Yeah, that's what it is.
Whoa, this has been a great cast of StarCraft.
Yeah, that's been wonderful.
You know what I remember from school?
What?
The time where you could still eat peanut butter and crackers.
Winning
Now
days.
suddenly everybody is fucking allergic to peanut butter.
Yep.
Which is bullshit.
Mm-hmm. And or the schools think everybody's allergic to peanut butter, so they don't like have it in the menus anymore.
Yeah.
It's like peanut-free school, huh?
Peanut-free school can't have peanut butter. You know what that's doing? Making lunches fucking expensive. That's what that's doing.
I used to eat a lot of Lunchables.
Remember when they first became a thing?
Oh, sourboat attacking your own
that is
depot.
highly unfortunate.
Yeah, I remember when they first became a thing.
That was super popular. The pizza one specifically.
Oh yeah, no, that's all I ate, man. I was actually one of those Lunchables. So this was I know, let's get back on the StarCraft for just like,
all right, like
1 minute.
1 minute, all right, we can do that.
I do this build quite a bit. I don't do 5 gates. The only way I do 5 gates is if for some reason my timing's late. If he maybe Reaper harassed me and I got a little
need the extra.
I was saving up a big amount of minerals, and I knew that I could do like 2 full warp cycles in 5 gates. Usually I do 4 gates. But what he did wrong there, and if you guys want to do this build, because it's actually a really good build against a Terran that's expanding, or even a Terran that's doing a 1-1-1, you warp in a sentry as soon as you can, and then you'll build up energy, and that way by the time you get over there you can do 2 force fields. So you'll go over with your sentry and you'll put in like 2 zealots and a stalker as well, and then boom, you'll go down here, you'll force field, you'll have enough for another one, because the Terran, all of his units are going to be down here waiting for an attack, right? They're never up here unless he senses something's going down.
Right, which at the worst case scenario when you do that is that you can get rid of, say he lifts off absolutely everything, you still get to get rid of the tech add-ons and the supply depots.
Yeah, you kill him. There's no way you can come back from that, right? And you can also block off all the SCVs that were here at the main.
Exactly.
So you kill all the SCVs, and usually if he's expanding, he's only got like 5 or 6 SCVs down there anyway, because that's all he's transferred, right? You're not going to have a fully saturated natural at this stage in the game. Another thing that you want to do is take a probe and put a pylon down here, because a lot of the time you will lose your warp prism. They'll stim or they'll even just pick it off, and then you're screwed, right? You can't do another warp cycle. So you just want to put a pylon here. Of course, you'll have high ground from the units that are in your base, and then you can just keep warping in. Very nice build from TheDarkLight, but he just wasn't warping in shit, and he was very slow at doing things.
Yeah.
It still worked out nicely because his opponent wasn't very good. But in a normal game, and especially at a higher level, you need to be on your warp-ins, you need to be on that sentry.
Strikes me as a gold level game.
Yeah, I wouldn't put it too much past that. But it was a good game, and it was, we didn't watch a whole lot of it, but...
I know we watched it.
Well, I wasn't paying attention,
we just didn't cast it.
Yeah. I was talking about recess or...
I mean, there's times where sometimes you just have to talk about shit, and recess in elementary school...
Win.
Is win.
Yep.
One more nitpicky thing before we go.
Go ahead, nitpick.
All right, not about StarCraft.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Remember the time in school before the health craze kick?
Yeah, I remember that.
Where, for instance, at my elementary school, we had this lovely lunch lady who is a phenomenal baker, and every recess you could purchase fresh, still hot out of the oven cookies.
Chocolate chip cookie.
and blueberry turnovers and apple turnovers.
Oh, shit.
So pastry filled with apple or... so it's like an apple pie or a blueberry pie, but in a pastry about yay big, about 6 inches by 3 inches across. And you can buy that every single day for like 50 freaking cents. And then they brought on the fucking health food kick because parents can't feed their kids properly and bitches be getting fat.
PHAT, pretty hot and tempting.
And now, what can you get there?
Fucking apple.
Fun Chip!
Woo!
Or an apple. Or a banana. Or if you're really, really good, some baked French fries. Because deep fryers will kill you. It's messed up. Give me my damn turnovers back. My children will be going to school with some of the most unhealthy shit in the world, but that's also because they'll be eating other healthy shit. The only reason this whole health food thing started is because parents don't know how to feed their freaking kids.
They don't know how to raise their kids.
That's right. That's right.
We're going to start our own show on how to raise your kids. It's going to be like Dr.
That's
Phil.
right. Damn straight. Damn straight.
Yeah,
You're going to be teaching me all how to...
Well, you know, it is what it is.
There's this part where people can't afford...
I don't think... that's the thing. It's like, I don't think a lot of parents are bad parents. It's just the fact that eating healthy is expensive.
Well, you can eat healthy without spending a lot of money.
But it's also inconvenient, right? And a lot of people are single parents and stuff like that, and they don't have time to start preparing fresh veggies and all these things for their kids in the morning. They just drop them off at daycare, put a little fucking bag of chips and a soda in there, and it keeps the kid happy. They're not crying and going on, and nobody wants to fight with their kid on how to eat healthy because that's just, that's just reality. But I know where you're coming from. I don't like it.
You need to learn how to raise your kids.
Straight up.
Learn some shit. Send your kids to school with some fucking vegetables and then they can eat their damn apple turnover.
You heard it here first. Here, folks. Fear, folks. Fear
factor.
Fear.
Feed them bull testicles so that they can eat their fucking apple turnover.
Cass is going off.
Peace.